Reverse rings. A reverse ring is a simple, cheap piece of photographic equipment that allows for the taking of close-up macro photos by mounting the lens backwards on the camera. I've used these a bit over the years, producing some decent results. Nothing as good as an actual macro lens, but they are well worth it to play around with, especially for the price. But one day, for some reason, I decided to see how far I could push this tech. How much zoom could I get? To begin with, I tried different lenses at different focal lengths. I found that the lowest focal length I had produced the most zoom. Here it is compared to my 200mm lens mounted regularly. That's the most zoom I have without a reverse ring. This is at least like 3 zoom, but I thought I could do better. So I took the next logical step, glued a bunch of adapters together, and put a lens on my lens. The lens worked. The logic here was that I could use the zoom from the 200mm lens to zoom in on the already zoomed image from the backwards lens, resulting in even more optical zoom. Here's the comparison to the last 2 tests. As we can see, the lens results in like at least, 7.5 zoom. But I still was not satisfied. My hunger for zoom was not yet quenched, so I thought about what I had learned. The lower the focal distance, the more zoom. So if I can get a lower focal length, I should get more zoom. I noticed that an old point and shoot I had a 2mm lens, so I thought, what if I could reverse mount the point and shoot lens? I should get like at least 9 times more zoom. So I ripped the camera apart and 3D printed an adapter to allow me to put its remains on my DSLR. So some boring design work later, I was left with this monstrosity. And lo and behold, it actually worked. Here's that match comparison again. As you can see, there is in fact several more zoom. Here's some of the pictures I took with this. This is a grain of salt, and this is a human hair, which I thought looked particularly cool, even if it's kind of blurry. Now, absolutely this isn't particularly useful. These pics have a lot of chromatic aberration and are pretty soft, but it was a fun experiment nonetheless. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm also working on a more serious reverse ring video giving some actual tips and tricks that I found while using these things. They are quite... You get some good results if you play around with them a bit. Thanks for watching.